Hey, welcome back to my weekly rants where we talk about what's hot, what's not, and everything in between. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, how's everybody doing? Let me take a sip on that. Drop down in the comments and let me know how you're doing. The state of the world right now is so much going on. It's so crazy right now. The world's up in an uproar, which it should be. So just let me know how you're doing in the midst of all that. Drop down in the comments and let your girl know. Just putting a little cream on my hands. They're a little dry. I have a glass of Chardonnay. This was actually given to me by one of my clients, and it was just like a nice gesture that they wanted to extend. You know, like I said, with all the craziness going in the world, they just wanted to show some kindness, and it was a small gesture, but I appreciated the symbolism of it. So let's get into it. I'm 10 months in, you guys. 10 months into my notary loan signing journey. Many of you have been following me since the beginning of that journey, and I really appreciate that. So I want to give you an update of where I am today, and it blows my mind where I'm at today because I could not have, and I did not imagine I would be where I'm at today. Oh, let me get a thumbnail. Would have never imagined 10 months ago when I started this that I would be where I'm at today. Drop down in the description box. I'm going to leave links to my previous videos I done on the earlier parts of my journey. I also was able to do an interview with my mentor, Mark Wills. I'll leave the link to that interview as well, so you guys can kind of catch up if you have not already on my journey thus far. So funny, I have some notes here that I wrote down so I'll stay on track. But as I was going through my notes, I found a note from the beginning of my journey. This was back in January, and I said my goal was to do one signing a day, just one signing a day. And it just tickles me to look back on those thoughts because I'm in a whole nother space now. You know, I'm still a part-time signing agent, but I'll do 4 signings sometime in a day, 6, you know, a day on the weekends. So just to see where my thought process how it's grown is pretty amazing. So anyways, let me get into it. How my vision has grown. I've already kind of touched on that a little bit. When I first started this business, I had a vision of, oh, okay, I'm going to start a part-time signing agent business. I'm a full-time employee with the state of California, and I knew in my heart of hearts that I wanted to have something I can call my own, but it was just something I thought I was going to supplement, right? And it is still something I'm just supplementing with my full-time job. However, my mindset about it has grown so much. I now have a larger vision, a larger picture. The entrepreneur in me is on 100, 1,000. You know, I see how I'm going to scale this business for the long haul. So my vision has grown quite a bit. It's went from, oh yeah, I'm going to be a notary signing agent to, oh yeah, I'm about to build out $1 million business. That's where my mind has grown, and that's where we're going. That's where we're going. I want to talk about BankServe for a little bit, you guys. I was blackballed from BankServe. Let me take another sip on that. So shout out to BankServe. If any of you all work with them, it seems to be a very good company. I was excited to be brought on board with them And to be perfectly honest, I'm really busy these days. I have a lot of clients, I have a lot of business coming in. So initially, I was not able to take any work with them. I get booked up pretty quickly and things were coming through and I just couldn't accept it. One day I had a alert come through and I accepted it. And it was one of those days where I think I just had too much going on. You fellow signing agents out there know how that is. Sometimes there's a million things going on at the same time. We're juggling. We got all kind of messages and emails and phone calls all coming in. So anyways, long story short, I accepted it. And then it dawned on me, I had my days mixed up. And I realized I accepted it in error. I actually was not available. So I immediately, I would say within 60 seconds, alerted them to this saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I accepted this in error. Please reassign it. And I immediately got a message back saying that in so many words was not acceptable and that I caused a lot of extra work for all parties involved and to make sure to pay attention to these things going forward. And I just felt horrible. I felt horrible because I just didn't realize it was that big of a deal, So sometimes we have to realize that sometimes things that are not a big deal to us may be a big deal to someone else. Like I literally don't know all the inner workings that go in on that side of things. I thought I did. I thought that, oh, this is no big deal, just reassign it. But they were really upset. And I've never heard from them since. Never got another alert from them since. And I've sent 4 emails asking, hey, what's going on? Did this incident I have, cause me to not get alerts from you guys anymore? I hope not, because I was eager to start working with you all. I'm an excellent signing agent. I went through this long process to get through to you guys, and I didn't even get a chance to show you how awesome I am. That wasn't what I said to them, but that's what I'm thinking. I said it in a different way, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm really good at this, So I kind of looked at it like, well, I guess that's your loss, not in a cocky way, but I'm just stating facts. I'm good at what I do. So, for any of you guys out there working for BankServe, don't accept a job and ask for it to be reassigned, because that's what happened to me. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. So, and the lovely part of that is that I would love to work with them. I would love to have, grow and cultivate as many relationships that I can. But guess what? Because I'm not working with them, my business is not suffering. So I want to emphasize with you guys to always keep going. Like every day, I always emphasize this, every day do something to grow your business. Every day sign up with a new company. Every day market yourself to a title company. Every day. I have so much other business coming in that the fact that I went through that with BankServe, that one potential client, it didn't change the course of my business. I have to tell you guys, the month of May, it was my best month yet. I brought in $5,700 for the month of May. I'm gonna say that again. I brought in $5,700. My goal was $6,000, but I wasn't too hard on myself. I was still ecstatic because I'm a part-time signing agent. I brought in $5,700. The month before that, I brought in $3,300. So the fact that I even jumped that high from $3,300 to $5,700 in 1 month is an accomplishment within itself. And I want to talk a little bit about how I did that. So as I stated, as of now, I'm 10 months into business and I have a lot of clients. And what I learned is I had to start prioritizing some of those clients over others. Okay, that's just a simple fact. That's how I was able to make $5,700 in May. Okay, let me explain. So I no longer take signings under $100. And what that means is I'm prioritizing my direct clients. My direct clients pay me more money. And so what I realized is that I was just filling up my schedule with signings as they came in. If a signing came in and I was available, I accepted it, no matter if it was a direct client or a signing service. And I had to take a step back and say, wait a minute, I need to prioritize my direct clients who pay me more money over those who do not. Because what was happening was my schedule was getting filled up with signing service work, and then one of my direct clients would call me and I would have to say, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm already booked up for that day and that time. And logically, that just doesn't make sense, right? Now I'm turning down $150 signings because I'm booked up for a $90 signing. So I had to flip the switch on that and prioritize my direct clients. One of the things I did is I called one of my direct clients that I work with most often. I said, hey, I really love working with you guys, and I do not like for you guys to call me and I'm already booked up, so I would like to prioritize you. Can you please give me everything you have so far for this month? And they said, sure. You know, so you have to speak up. A closed mouth does not get fed, you know. So that's one of the things I did to prioritize my direct clients. And the other thing that I do now is when signings come in for under $100, I just say no. I counter offer. If they accept, if they that's fine. If they don't, they don't. But guess what? They're not going to get a slot on my time schedule, because guess what? I know 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, 2 seconds later, somebody else is going to fill that slot at $150. And so that's how I made the jump this month. And I'm going to continue to jump. And I'm continuing to cultivate relationships, whether it's with signing service or my direct clients. I think, yes, we market to direct clients, but you also need to make sure you cultivate your relationships with your signing services as well. Make sure they know you by name, not just as another notary loan signing agent. You understand what I'm saying? Build those relationships so they know you by name. I have some signing service schedulers who will call me first before they send out a mass email or text to all the other notaries, because I've started to build that relationship with them. I'm still writing handwritten notes and cards to all my clients when I send my documents back. You know, you have to set yourself apart. That's really important. So, shout out to the loan signing system. All my fellow loan signing system students, you may know this, but I have been still marketing to direct clients. I know it's hard right now because we're in quarantine and you can't really walk into offices, but Mark has a really cool suggestion and I've been implementing it and it's been working amazing. I've been sending care packages to my direct clients, just telling them, you know, from my heart, I mean this genuinely, that I'm thinking about them, praying for them and their families in this time. I send them a care package that's filled with healthy snacks for themselves and the rest of their team, and it's like $25, you know, on Amazon. You send it to them, you send an email checking on them, checking up on them, making sure they're doing okay, because like I stated earlier, the world is in disarray and people just want to know that you are thinking about them, that you care about them, that you're not just, you know, you don't just think of them as another check. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, that needs to be genuine. I truly feel that way about all my clients. It's not just a check to me. It's a relationship that is important to me. I want to do a great job. I want to be there for them, to support them in what they need, and vice versa. So, you know, in that time, reach out and check on them and send them care packages. That's been my way of marketing. And it's been going really well. I've been getting a lot of great responses. You know, people are very appreciative. Like I said, they think about you when it comes time for those signings. You know, it works. What else? I'm just reading over my notes, you guys. So this past weekend, I actually had a signing with a person who used to be an escrow officer and used to have their own signing company. She had like 31 years in real estate. She did in and everything that you could imagine, and she's now retired. And she shared with me a story that she dealt with before on fraud. And it was interesting because I personally have not ran into a fraudulent situation as of yet that I know of, because, you know, I'm only 10 months in though, so who knows. So she was telling me that there was a situation with the young man, and I guess he was trying to use his father's identity. They had the same name, probably like a senior junior situation. And she said in the signing, something just didn't sit right with her. You know, it seemed like he was really focusing on and thinking about before he signs his name. You know how when you sign your name, you just sign your name. You are who you are. But it's like he had to think about it a little longer. So there was those little cues, clues. And as a notary, he had all the proper identification, so she ID'd him. But what she did and what she suggested that I do if I ever run into a situation like that is express that, communicate that to the lender, communicate that to the escrow officer. So you're covering yourself, like, hey, something is off here. I don't know exactly what, the identification matches, but something just wasn't right. So I thought that was pretty good information, I'm going to kind of keep my eye out for. What else? Invest in your education. I keep stressing this and I cannot stress it enough because I notice so many people want to take like shortcuts and not really invest in their education. And I know this because a lot of the questions that I get from people sometimes, I'm like, okay, hey, take a course. This information isn't in this course, but instead of that, they just want quick answers. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's not going to get you anywhere, period. The other thing I've learned, the flip side of that I've learned though, is that everyone is not a boss. Everyone is not a leader. Some people are good employees. Some people need to be told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And if you're one of those people, I don't think that you're going to have a successful loan signing business, because having a successful loan signing business means you need to think like a business owner. You need to think like an entrepreneur. You need to have a drive. You need to have a get up and go. You need to have perseverance. You need to have patience. You need to have dedication. You need to be willing to learn what it takes to build a business. And just everybody just doesn't have that. That's the conclusion I've come to. Because we're not just notaries. That is the mindset that I want to push upon you all. That's the mindset that I subscribe to. That's my motto. I'm not just a notary. I'm a boss. There's a difference, So really, really be aware of what those differences are, and you'll go far. You guys, I'm 6 months into the year. This is June 2020. I've not made one error. Not one. I'm gonna give myself a hand clap for that. I've, knock on wood, not one error for the year 2020. And my goal is to go through the entire year with not one error. Because guess what? No errors mean more business. I double, triple check my work, you guys. I check my package before I leave the borrower's house. If scan backs are required, I scan, check them again. Before I package my stuff up and seal it, I check it again. I check my packages on average 3 times. Check, 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 and check again. Okay? Check again. If you're good, your business is gonna grow. It's really that simple. But you have to invest in yourself in order to be good. You really do. You have to invest time, energy, effort, and money. And money. Stop being cheap. Invest in the course. Invest in a graphic artist to make your designs or your logos or build your website. Don't do it yourself. Know what you're good at, and the things that you're not good at, pay for it. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your company. You have to. You'll see the difference. What else? I think that's it, you guys. I think that's it. So just to recap, I'm 10 months into business, you guys. I'm learning how to scale my business even bigger and broader. My biggest month so far is May, and I made $5,700. I'm looking at a bright future for D-Signs to scale this into $1 million business. Thank you all for sticking with me and rolling with me and watching my videos. I hope that they're helpful. I hope that they're useful. If you guys have any questions, please drop down in the comments and ask away. Let me know. I'm always willing to share. Like I said, I'll post the link to some other videos that I posted about how I did earlier on in my journey. I think I have another video about some of my favorite signing services. Oh, and I'll post the interview I did with my mentor, Mark Wills. He's amazing. You guys, invest in your education. Get a mentor. It doesn't have to be Mark. Mark is my mentor. I think he's amazing. I think the loan signing system is amazing. I cannot stress that enough. But if that doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But find something. Find someone who's reputable, who has a track record, you know, that you can learn from. Because business doesn't have to be hard, especially if there's a blueprint already laid out for you. Just follow it. Just follow it. It's that simple. So anyways, like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments, all that good stuff. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Peace. Peace.